Hi guys! In my last video I showed you how I made these DIY candlesticks, and I showed you these names that I transferred onto candles. And so in today's video I'm going to show you how I did this. So first of all, I'll just show you the things that we need. You need tissue paper. I just picked this up at a local $2 shop. This is 5 sheets for $1. You'll need candles. I'm using tapered candles. These are the 25cm tapered dinner candles. There's 8 of them in a packet, and I picked them up for $2.95. And you also need a heat gun. If you don't have one of these, you could also use a hairdryer. That works perfectly fine. So to start off with, you need an A4 bit of paper. I've already done this. All I did is I cut out some tissue paper. So how you can see I've cut out some tissue paper in the size of A4, and I stuck it to the top, bottom and the left and right sides of the paper. The reason why I do this is to make it easier for it to run through the printer. So you can see here I ran this through my printer, and you can see all my family members' names. This is only a few. I have about 90 to 100 guests coming to my wedding, but I wanted to get started because these are all my intermediate family, and I definitely know they're going to be coming to the wedding. So the bottom one, I don't know if you can tell very well, the bottom one, I think it's this one, there's a little bit of ink that got smudged on the bottom, so I'll just reprint that name. So to start off with, you just want to grab your scissors and you just want to cut out one of the names. So once you've cut out your name, you just need to take your candle, and you also need to take some baking paper or wax paper. I'm actually using baking paper, but I have seen people on the internet use wax paper. I don't know if they're the same or if they're different, but it doesn't matter what you use, either will work perfectly fine. So just cut it down a little bit smaller just to make it easier for me to work with. And all you want to do is position the name. I'm just going to make sure that it matches my other one so it's going the right direction. So I want to make sure that all the names finish at the same spot. So if I have a longer name, it'll just go further up the candlestick. Okay, so now that I've got that on the candle, I just want to make sure that it's straight. And then you just need to take your wax paper or baking paper and just wrap it around the candle and just smooth it out. So the reason why you wrap this around the candle is the wax tends to drip, and the wax paper will just keep it smooth and make sure that the candle keeps the same uniformed shape. It also helps with the larger candles, not so much with these smaller ones, to make sure that your fingertips are away from the candle. You can use 2 hands of this. If you've got someone else, you can hold it like this, and you can get someone to heat it while you hold your fingers away. I'm going to try to do this by myself though. As the wax melts, the tissue paper starts to disappear, and this becomes shiny. So I'll show you how that works. So you just want to grab your heat tool and just turn that on. And you want to hover over. You don't want to go in the same spot. You want to generally heat up the area. And I hope you guys can see this. See how it's starting to melt and it's going shiny? Okay, so you can see now the text is actually a lot darker, and so what you want to do is you want to just peel paper off, and you can see it's now perfectly on the candle. And you can see, you can't actually see the tissue paper where the edges were. This is why it's not too, you don't have to be too worried about cutting perfect lines or whether it's a little bit zigzaggy. It just totally disappears. So this is my mum's name, Gisla. And I'm really hoping that people are going to really love these at the wedding, because I think they're an amazing idea, and for all you DIYers out there, people will be blown away with this. So I thought I'd just make a mention, when you're putting your candles into the end of your candlestick, if it's too thick for the hole that's in the end of your candlestick, you can actually shave a little bit of this off using a potato peeler. And if the end is too small for the hole that you're going to put it in, you can actually just use some tape like this, and you can just wrap it around the end and just keep wrapping, and it will make this end a little bit thicker, and then it will fit nicely in there. So this is my DIY heat transferred images onto candle. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and stay tuned for my next video. Thank you.